Hey folks, welcome to the very first part of the DLC for Bioshock Infinite. This one's called Burial at Sea Episode 1. And this looks familiar. We're back in our fancy office.
We're closed.
And being drunk per usual. But oh, time's way different. 1958. Still the same asshole, though.
How about we start with a light?
Hello. Let me light this cigarette for you.
Well, you gotta name this.
Let's make it snappy.
Elizabeth.
Oh. It's older Elizabeth.
You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do?
And by my consideration, a lot more attractive. Okay.
Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
So we're getting a little bit of an intro into what we're doing plot-wise. It appears that Elizabeth and Booker in this world don't know each other at all, but Elizabeth seems to know where this little girl is.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get.
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate.
Little girl is also involved with Booker here.
You do this one gratis.
If anything, it's Booker's daughter.
I don't follow.
And her daughter's missing. And if you remember anything about the world we're going into, we can imagine what happens to little girls. Because we're back in Rapture!
Opens the door, immediately dies.
Then it starts, just the credits roll.
she doesn't have a serum for you.
So here's the coolest part of episode 1. We get to explore Rapture before it was torn to shit.
It's a bit of a combination of kind of how Bioshock Infinite plays out, you communicating with Elizabeth, seeing how the world operates, but in Rapture.
Still skipping, huh?
What I need from her
She skips a little bit more sass.
where to start looking.
Her personality, she's a little bit more cold and sassy. Also gonna learn to hate every citizen in Rapture too.
We kind of learned that in Bioshock, though.
Well, to be fair, in this game, Elizabeth's wearing heels.
Yes.
Try walking normally in heels.
Try skipping in heels.
You kind of have to.
Ugh, I love the style of the time period so much.
Yeah, me too. A lot of these characters you'll find speak very differently than those of Columbia. They're very self-absorbed, and they have huge egos about themselves.
And they also have pretty patties.
They're either pretty patties or just like humongous macaroons. So you could just run through here, but me, you know me, I like to explore through this game and learn what everyone's talking about. And you learn quickly that everyone's really pretentious.
I'm focusing on Elizabeth.
Yeah. If you know, she is a lot different than she has been in past games. I mean, to be fair, she's a killer now. Or was.
She rolls down the stairs seriously.
I guess.
Dude in the middle looks serious as fuck. Your hairline pisses me off.
Don't leave the oven on, Jesus Christ. So hey, the little sisters. Creepy ass little girls in this world. If you haven't played the original Bioshock, there's a lot of information in that game that will be lost on you in this particular DLC. But just as kind of a basic thing, this world runs on a commodity known as Atom, which is a genetic changing material. And the little sisters contain said atom. They're kind of atom factories, if you say. Also, the big difference between this world and, say, Columbia, this world is very focused on the entrepreneur, the man who's created his own success. Andrew Ryan's philosophy is that he hates altruism, which is charity. He doesn't like when people give to weaker people. He's very Darwinian. He thinks the strongest should survive. So this is a society built entirely of people with that mentality of, I'm the best at what I do, sort of thing. And look, there's a Big Daddy.
Hey.
It's interesting to see Big Daddies involved in society when everything's running normal. And they have this move, too. That wasn't in the original game.
Shark comes out of nowhere.
He just headbutts your shark.
You should have to prove you're properly versed on a topic before you're...
This is basically the exact opposite of Columbia. It really rewards those that are well educated, but it also creates a huge amount of competition amongst individuals. You think, I'm smarter than you. No, I'm smarter than you.
Benevolence isn't human.
That's the same guy. Angry at her hairline.
I don't like your hairline too, motherfucker.
He just goes to every room and just finds a reason to be angry.
Sounds like this world.
Or worse yet,
I hate your hairline. Come to my clinic.
I hate the clinic,
Getting recognized,
but I'm here.
being part of something big.
Just had to be here. And the only people let in this society were invited. Going like, you're awesome. You should come here. Lovely couple. So at this point, we're following her for her hint onto where to find this girl named Sally. Sally's a pretty key figure in both the DLC episodes.
Microwaves? Oh, I can't remember.
As I mentioned, kind of involved with...
Sounds dreadful.
Yeah, they're talking about a new weapon in this game that you'll find eventually.
Elizabeth just sassed right past them.
Yep. Just blows smoke in their eye.
I look better than all y'all.
I can laugh with a serious face.
Ah, I missed that sound.
Good, you'll get to hear it more. May I offer you a cold beverage?
I had my dick cut off.
Toss you out on your ass again.
So they know Booker in this world. If you notice, a lot of characters have kind of introduced them. So like, hi, Booker, and things like that. So I'm kind of established in this world. I'm kind of a big deal.
Been in Rapture.
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs.
You can tell Elizabeth has a completely different personality than she did in the other games.
Understood to mind their own business.
Or other game, I should say.
The man we
Yeah,
need to
she always
see
has
is
this cold stare.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl,
Well, it's clear, at least in an age standpoint. She might, as I mentioned, I believe that in while she was in Columbia, she was probably about 17. This world, I feel like she's about late 20s, something like that.
Where are you taking me?
Alternate universe, but he still slams the button.
At least he doesn't have a stab wound this time.
Constants and variables.
Yep. If you notice, his hand still has the tattoo AD on it.
Friend of mine,
Yeah.
Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see?
The variable is it hurts more.
This world values children, not childhood.
Yep, they value children, not childhood. That'll be said a lot.
Make it.
If you remember, Elizabeth kind of had her childhood robbed from her as well. Oh, flashback.
Oh,
Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Well, fun. Oh, hello.
We're fine, thanks.
Bye. So, in this world, they don't have vigors. Works quite different. They have these injectables that pretty much give them these abilities, kind of like there were in Columbia, where it was electric and there was fire. And that one's teleportation. It was actually pretty common in the original game. Not that you ever got it.
I can't take a crap. Dispensation.
He gets that from his father. No one from my side of the family was ever so lackadaisical.
Now, if you remember from your history of Rapture, if you played the original game, we're around the time of New Year's Eve.
Not changing it now.
And if you remember from the original Rapture, something goes down on New Year's Eve.
and that man's already celebrating.
I don't like your hairline either. No one likes each other's hairlines. I like my hairline. Hey, Sander Cohen!
Mr. DeWitt.
You remember Sander Cohen? He's fucking crazy.
Inside of that club.
Cohen?
In the original game, he had you taking pictures of bodies for art reasons.
Yeah, I remember.
And in this world, he's not any less crazy.
By the way, Booker, we...
By the way, a different dimension.
No entry without invitation.
Maybe King was Elizabeth in a different... May the circle be unbroken, way.
Bye and bye.
Which business do you represent, sir?
I do like how the DLCs worked a lot harder on facial constructions and animations of their lips and things like that. You could tell they've kind of upgraded their gear a little bit. But we need to get to Cohen's party, because Cohen is the one who seems to know where Sally is, but they're not letting us in the party because we don't have bunny faces. He has a thing for bunnies.
They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well,
Therefore, he's your favorite character.
Someone alone as one.
Yep.
The business of rapture is
Want to
business.
twist his little neck.
Says it's sponsored
Okay.
by Writer's Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
So this is, I always treat this area as a little bit of a tutorial area because it gets you used to multiple objective areas. So you can take this in any 3 paths. 3 different stores might contain this mask we need to get into this party. Any of these 3. You can go them in any order that you like. As long as you have them selected as an item, you can select them to go them specifically with objective arrows.
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can
I'll
figure
beat
out
you
where to
up, it's
distract
fine.
us from around?
I'll
You
just
decide
take
the
it.
mask.
But I'm
Leave the
Booker.
distractions to me.
I appreciate Elizabeth's distractions. They're all fantastic.
And my fingers can set ablaze whenever.
Excuse me.
By the way,
Lady has some questions. For you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in
look at this pompous Alfred asshole here. Just
You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris.
I'm just gonna
Really?
see if there's a bathroom back here.
Excuse me, sir.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
Excuse me, sir. What? Okay, bye.
Coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you
Didn't
think
even
we
care.
wouldn't notice?
Well, that lady's accusing him of stealing, and he's like, I am prideful. So I'm just robbing him first before I look for this box. There's the box. And all.
Must be somewhere else.
Still robbing you.
Yep, still robbing him. I mean, he doesn't need it. I need it. Shut up. He doesn't like being accused, so he tries to fight Elizabeth, and boom!
Elizabeth?
Yeah, she's a little different than the last time we saw her.
Wakes up.
It's just still skipping. I just... right after kicking
She's
his
probably
man-
skipping because she probably sprained her ankle kicking the guy in the nuts.
She just kicked the guy in the
Upstairs, the
nuts and
artist
just
struggle,
tra-la-la-la-la.
Rapture Records straight ahead.
Now, I haven't tested it to see if there's any kind of different order, and because I know which one contains it, I don't know if it necessarily affects it, but I like seeing all 3 little excuse options here. Plus, it gives you more things to rob.
That dish I walked in with.
This is a music store, obviously.
Start treatment, pal. That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
And I wonder what kind of distraction tactics she'll use this time.
Do you have the Muffin Man?
What is this piece?
Are you Skeleton Man?
But of course, covered by
Who is Willis?
Gotta find that
I don't know how to answer that. She gets all out of breath and warm to music. And that is a good distraction. Elizabeth, go for it. Yes, very sensual, this music we hear everywhere in this world. A gimme. Damn it!
Well, I see the trumpet. I might as well play the wah wah wah.
Might as well...
Oh, it's so intense.
What I hear back there?
The sounds of failure.
Powerful.
Elizabeth says, it touches me in places. Booker says, only one place left.
It's just so
She just walks up and slaps you.
go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
You just heard like 40.
So you need to zip your pants back up.
Nothing?
I just wanted to
one
trip.
place left.
Just seriously.
That proves to be
And just get
fruitless.
back up, wipe off, and keep a cigarette in her hand. So I went back here as a little side excursion. It's a little bit of interesting because you find an audio tape is a little bit of a interesting mention to Sushong. If you didn't play the original game, Sushong is the one who is a crazy powerful biologist, works for Ryan, and pretty much discovered the use of Adam to genetically manipulate people, and also created the Big Daddies, but not the Little Sisters, but created the Big Daddy. And he's talking about Fink. What does that mean?
But man name of a Fink is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed.
So as you mentioned before, it's very questionable in the original Columbia how they got a hold of Vigors. There's a little bit of a hint that somehow Sushong is aware of Fink, which tells us a little bit, you know, on a confusing side, how is he aware of Columbia?
I'm glad that they still have Nickelodeons.
These ones talk, though.
Oh, that title amuses me so.
I just want to hear swing music.
So Fontaine, if you guys remember Fontaine, he was a criminal that became very powerful in this world of business. But he was also a criminal, so he pissed off Ryan, and Ryan had him killed.
Were you aware his businesses were a front
Now, if you played the original Bioshock, though, and you beat it, you find out that Fontaine wasn't actually killed by Ryan.
Charity work?
That it was faked all along.
Free clinic, patients became test
He ends up
subjects,
being the main
and his
antagonist at the end of the game.
places that children disappeared into and
Play
never
Bioshock, it's a good
came
game.
out.
It's so good.
And they turned Irish.
Rapture's Central Council
Highty-tighty-tighty, they say.
Fontaine Futuristics owner.
There's Tenenbaum.
But
Tenenbaum invented the Little
power to the
Sisters,
end.
which is kind of fucked up, but she's actually kind of a good person.
Facing justice.
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah, kind of. There's not really that many good people here.
Assume the burden of stewardship of Fontaine's
I purposely watched this because it gives you a little bit of insight of what kind of happens. Ryan takes over all of Fontaine's property. Fontaine is the one who actually had Sushang as the original employer and actually encouraged him to create these plasmids. Now you know.
You do not want taint in your edibles.
This is a slide of Booker and Elizabeth from Columbia for some reason.
Just all thumbs up. They enjoy their plasmids. Well, what? So the last place is this artist gallery to find this mask. Look at those creepy ass paintings from Sandra Cohen. That's a good hint of what kind of person we're dealing with here.
Yeah, it's here.
Also, look at that haircut.
Help out, little lady? Yes, of course.
Liam O'Brien, go help him.
Did he just twitch?
Interesting, isn't it?
I would too if I worked in a place like that. If I had to stare at that face all day long.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth for
Like a jungle
what
cat.
foolish mistakes tumble
I also learned this guy likes alcohol because he's got a lot. I find this mask. Let's.
Gotta be stealthy. Gotta be stealthy.
I'm Pink Panther.
He goes all the way back to the club and he has a chair on his head.
He just goes up to the artist and slaps him in the face. Found it. Aha!
The guy behind the door you're in.
I found the mask!
My son of a bitch!
Please, it's so beautiful. What does it mean?
That vomit stain that Booker just left.
How beautiful how it's organized. I'm not responsible for this.
I didn't break Thanksgiving. It was this way when I found it.
I got the mask.
Tomorrow for further education.
I know, it's party time. Woo! I'm not coming back. Bye. Let me open this door with my face.
Good.
Well, that was silly.
You've located the mask.
I only found one, so you're waiting outside.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
We'll take turns.
I think she turned around, she's like, I'm gonna look at the picture again. This area you're gonna commonly use the arrow trick because it's pretty open map feel to the two DLCs. Especially the second one.
You can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was
In my consideration, the second one is vastly better than the first one. The first one's good, it's just not as developed and long. Although it's worth playing for sure. Look at all these dancing people. It's a tiring job. At this point, plasmids and Adam has been introduced to the society. That's how we were able to light these torches and teleport and things like that. What you learn from the original game, though, is that plasmids and Adam, with the genetic manipulations, make you look very weird and also affect with your mind.
Mr. Cohen awaits your participation.
A lot of people become incredibly addicted to the stuff and go crazy. Cohen is... I imagine he's crazy normally, but he's also had a lot of those and it's made him crazy. Also, a white room.
some sort of underworld figure.
Very artsy. But also, this is a place that I imagine you could lose your mind.
Kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse.
If you've heard of the White Room torture, this comes to mind.
Head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
I want to kill you, Bunny Man, so bad. I hate rabbits, by the way.
Yeah, I'd go in there.
Yeah, that's not creepy. Yeah, I'll keep going.
Now I'm even more interested.
2 rabbits, I'll say. Again, there's just cakes everywhere. Oh, okay, let's go.
No, dancing goes back.
Rabbits in here, I don't want it.
Bunnies!
Also, if you look around, there's some dancing on a creepy face of him. Oh. Sandacone has a very Salvador Dali look to him.
Follow that rabbit, Travis. Go get
I
it.
will not. I refuse.
So cute and innocent, is it?
No, it's not. It's
But you know the
delicious.
truth, don't you, Travis?
I'll kick it across the room. Okay.
No, the real villain is.
Yep, rabbits. It's me all along, Austin. So there's some the sun and the moon dancing, I guess. It's artistic. He's kind of a drama king. Just throws a stick at him. No, that's what happens. So if you don't dance well, he just murders you. If you dance well, he'll still find a reason to murder you.
There shall be no failure on my canvas.
Maybe there were puppets all along, I can't tell. This place is really creepy.
It's too full of corpses.
Just ignore it, it's all art, it's art. So let's go talk to Crazy Man. See what he's up to. You seem upset.
Who are you?
And you're creepy as shit.
Is that right?
Their stare so intense, like, what the hell?
Biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
The interesting thing is you learn Elizabeth knows Sander from before, which it gets explained a little bit more from part 2.
Yes. It is the work of man to ask.
I also love the animations of the characters in this version. Especially, I've gone back and played the original Bioshock. They've improved the character models so much. The character models in the original Bioshock are disturbing in a way, but are awful.
It was awesome at the time.
Oh yeah, it was definitely ahead of the curve. It also gets you wild to get used to having a gun, and then you have to switch to plasmid hand.
She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you.
How do you know?
So
Where is she?
Flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is.
Breath.
Your art is dumb, Kicks.
And I will send
Right in the nuts again. I sprained my ankle again. God.
in exchange. All I ask is a dance.
Oh, I'm sure it's just a dance, you know. I didn't see what happened to the last couple, I mean.
Well, time to invent the Charleston.
Art strips away artifice.
Fontaine strips away taint.
And I will show you where
Oh, he does.
Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
I don't like dancing. Two left feet, son of a bitch. Alright, we're dancing with Elizabeth now. On an electric platform. I'm sure nothing will happen.
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick!
I want to meet Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, with a name that cool.
I feel it's like that one grumpy looking black dude that was there earlier. I don't like their hairlines.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Sucho.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters?
The people here are disgusting. really, really are.
Sucho had Sally.
That's Rapture for you.
How?
As I tied him to a chair.
There's a high level of vanity in this world. Everyone's concerned about the way they
I
look.
don't know what to make.
Which is the ultimate irony when Adam and
Listen,
just
we're
come
not
destroy
gonna
their
keep
faces.
Fitzpatrick!
Oh shit. Just learned I'm a Pikachu.
See suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain.
I could see you.
What I really like about these DLC is that they allowed us to kind of see the characters that we grew to know in the original Bioshock in a more real way. We, outside of seeing that one scene with Sander Cohen, this is really the only game we've got to introduce to the character of it.
Mr. DeWitt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
I'm just laying on the floor because I'm lazy.
Sally.
Not my daughter.
I thought...
Oh, we learned Sally's not Booker's daughter.
To an artist, they are parent and child.
But it seems that she still disappeared, and the police told Booker that she's dead. But obviously she's not, or we're not looking for her.
Heart attack, heart attack!
Asthma.
I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
I still think Rapture looks cooler than Columbia from the outside. There's something cool about an underwater city all covered in neon. So we're going deeper into the ocean, away from
There's
the main
the shark.
Look.
Fontaine's.
I think the Big Daddy could
Ryan
eat
sent
it.
the whole thing to the bottom.
Prison now. Why would Cohen have sent
So we're going to Fontaine's house, a department store, this massive place. From the story of it, after Fontaine got murdered, Ryan sunk it to the bottom of the ocean. The place is still full of everyone who worked for Fontaine and splicers. So it's become basically a prison, and they can't leave because they're stuck at the bottom of the ocean. And this is where they sent the little girl Sally, so... Oh shit.
Enough. Fontaine had a mess.
So we're gonna go save them through this murderous, disgusting area.
Spliced up and wild.
Now, splicers are basically people that are those addicted people to plasmids and Atom. They're very deformed, and they're completely nuts, and they're trying to kill you. And they can be absolutely terrifying sometimes.
Contract with Ryan Industries in perpetuity. We're all buried at sea.
We're all buried at sea. That's a pretty good message. The people of Rapture signed an agreement to come down to the city, but there's no way to leave the city. So you're basically said, I'm going to be here until I die. Also, she thinks it's stinky.
Keep your eyes
I kind of wish she awkwardly turned to the camera like, it's a burial at sea.
Did you understand that? Yes, I got it.
yeah. A burial at sea. It looks the wrong way.
It's all the same to you.
Eyes just crossed. Burial at sea. Sorry, I'm still feeling the shock. I also get these flashbacks. Don't know what they're about yet. This area is very consumer. Well, this entire world of Rapture is very consumer. As I mentioned, pretty much exact opposite of Columbia. There's similarities, but it's also very, very, very different. And there's a lot of ice around here, too.
The only difference between Cohen and Daisy Fitzroy is how you spell the name.
Such insat booker, wow. Now, do you want to see a desperate plug to attach Columbia and Rapture?
Let's have another look around.
Wonder how we're gonna get up there. Monkey wrench?
Crowbar.
Skyhook? Well, we call it an air grabber.
Into air grabber? Kids used to ride around up on the new mobiles.
Air grabber.
Please.
That's beautiful.
They crowbarred that in, literally. I feel.
They air grabbed it in.
Grabber stuck.
Mr. DeWitt!
I want some ice cream.
Coming.
I want the Frosty. Ooh, I want that plasmid. So, one thing I'm going to point out about this particular DLC is that we got so used to at the original game having, especially money and supplies to be very available. In this game, they're a lot harder to come by, especially in Episode 2. You gotta pick and choose how you fight people and where to shoot and how to get money. It's a lot tougher to keep yourself alive. Which is fine, you fight less people as a trade-off.
That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran.
So this dumped her in this big building over here, great.
We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
If you know somewhere out of bullets.
Yeah.
And they're not easy to find, too. Also, it's harder to find money. That's why I was stealing all that stuff from that one guy. Because anytime you get money in this game, just grab everything. Same thing at the original Bioshock, though, so...
Yes, time to ride the elevation room.
Also, another big mistake this game made, I think, is that if you played the original Bioshock, the money in this world was in the form of bills. Like, they were actually paper money, but in this particular game, they're coins.
48?
That's a rather large...
I think that's a little bit of a slip-up, but you can just explain it the normal way, Tears.
Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure.
83. 52. Hut. Hut.
I'm cool in this dimension, too!
I'm cool with it.
Falls over.
Sorry, electric shock still. So he can't remember when he got to Rapture. Also, he's getting the nosebleeds like they did in Columbia, so something's weird about this time. Which might explain the skyhook, quote-unquote, and the money.
You mean the air grabber?
Also, yeah, the air grabber, which is lazy as shit. I also have I have possession back too. And I got Devil's Kiss, which I never use. But it's good because they still talk crazy, so they're easily distracted. That guy. Did you see that? She was talking to those dead kittens. Which I don't know why you'd have kittens down in Rapture, but I think they're kittens. They might be rats. Or they're bunnies, I hope, because they're dead. I need to do that because I have one bullet to my name. This is starting to get Last of Us.
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path.
So it's obvious we need to freeze these water paths to be able to travel up them. That means we need to have freezing powers. I want to get in there.
You said right at the time she started talking, so I thought you were just annoyed at hearing her.
I get it. Well, in this game, she has a habit of, if you look away long enough, she'll go, look, Booker, look at this.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top.
Ice skating, wee!
He tries really hard not to be excited about anything.
Ice skating, wee! I mean, ice skating.
Look over in this general direction.
I mean, ice skating, that's stupid.
Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that.
Move, idiot! Jeez.
I just unlocked it with my cigarette.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
God damn, the same delivery.
Yeah.
I mean,
Our frozen friend.
I mean, same line, different delivery is what I meant.
Yeah, I mean, she's obviously a completely different person, but still like, I figured shit out.
Dance with me, Booker, it'll be fun.
Fly with me, let's fly away and do that underwater.
Songbird, no, stop, don't kill it, whatever.
So this one's actually a pretty good area to create traps. Especially when I have one bullet and looks like 3 or 4 splicers here. I'll create a nice juicy little fire trap for them. Fire! Ah, they're still alive. No, wait, there they go.
Whoa!
Whoa, roller coasters. There's someone alive still. Luckily, splicers are very loud. Look at their faces. They're all messed up. Which I think is the ultimate slap to their face. Spend so much time looking down society. Now you're the freak. Fuck you.
Mr. DeWitt, take a look.
She says that a lot. Look at that coat.
It is so in season.
After Labor Day? That dude? Yeah, that's a dude. Oh, shit. Punch! What the hell?
Super punch.
She's like, wait, I gotta set myself to fall down the stairs.
The arm, did you see that?
Yeah, ragdolls and such. Uh-oh. What?
That was just Elizabeth.
Don't look at him, don't look at— oh.
They're scary. Damn it. I might get a full clip eventually.
Oh, my hand.
Shit. It's too bad it did this one oh shit, there's more of those turrets. And you can't hack in this game like you could in the original Bioshock, which is kind of like, motherfucker.
We already have possession.
True. Possession's a temporary grab, though. It's worth hunting around here. As I mentioned, since supplies are so low, this definitely encourages you to hunt around and look at everything. Otherwise, you're gonna have a much harder time later in the game.
Okay.
Elizabeth, you're not as cute as you used to. You're more attractive, but you're not as cute.
I opened the door.
Ooh, new gun.
You could have done it yourself.
Tommy gun, Sade, yeah. I feel like a gangster.
It's better than the machine gun from Columbia.
Columbia's machine gun is awful. The guns in this one are few and far between, but pretty much all of them are good. I don't even know why they bothered to give you these. This particular DLC is so short that it's just like, I'm sure. I like health. Nice. Plus they didn't explain it in game. Good, I got 2 more bullets, thanks.
That was worth throwing that 18 fucking clip.
Yep. Full magazine. Only took almost the whole game.
Well, you can put it in your back pocket. No, it's not enough.
Get used to using your plasmids in this part.
I love how they looked at it.
Wait a minute.
Well, that was just wacky. Ah!
I don't remember a volcano in here. This is a side area, but definitely worth picking up some shit.
Are you saying I'm hot?
Are you looking at my ass?
So I says to the guy, I says, okay, well, it wasn't that...
Mr. DeWitt, a lockpick, grab it.
No.
For fuck's sake, pick up a lock.
Shut up! You know what, Elizabeth?
You can do it, go. We're both standing in the same place. No.
In fact, you're closer to it.
No, pick it up, do it. Come on.
Come on, puppy, pick it up.
I had to refresh because I was in Rapture.
I really like this song, Mr. DeWitt. Do you see the joy in me?
Can you grab this song for me? Points to the ceiling.
Let's go back to the record store.
I really dig it.
She has her arms folded and she's just tapping a foot.
She skips 2 steps and then gives up. This used to be fun.
This is my dancing stance.
All those people randomly just show up again. Oh, hi! If you notice, like, you get a bunch of bullets and I'm almost out of a clip here. The pistol sucks.
Whoa there, buddy.
You're all jealous of my machine gun.
You're jealous of my aiming skills.
Also, never makes sense that they can shoot you like 100 times, you kill them, and you might get 2 bullets. You're like, fuck you.
Well, they wasted all the bullets on you.
Kaz.
I was slightly worried for a whole second for you, Mr. DeWitt.
Look, stairs. I am. That's good. Elizabeth.
Look up there.
I love Elizabeth so much.
Up there looks down at the floor.
Look up there. If that was the sky, I'd look really cool right now.
Go on without me.
Please.
I'm going home.
I'm so tired of you.
Looks like they're in a fight. Which is fine, just allows me to rob more shit.
You turn around, she's right there. I missed you.
Yep, there she is.
Speak of the devil, Yoshi. Don't you kill that guy. Oh.
And special clothing, once again, a waste of time. This one's weird because it ends up building basically strength as you kill more people and your guns start glowing. And you think that's closed, but it's not. That guy had nothing. That was weird. Luckily, the what I like about the Tommy gun more is you can do burst rounds with it. So it's actually not bad of a machine gun. It actually beats out the carbine in this level. The carbine changes in this particular DLC. It becomes a 3-burst weapon as opposed to just controlled.
Lame.
Also does less damage. And you get less ammo.
Super lame. I'm sneaking.
Turns can't see. Booker, look. I could get shot right now, but I'm not. She says it a lot, so get used to it. Booker, look. The guy must be the Willis you're talking about.
Mr. DeWitt, I'm wearing a hat.
You go back and she's not wearing a hat, psych.
I had it.
There's a dude in here and a turd. Oh. Which means it might be worth it. Get out of my way!
Yeah, I want you to look, Mr. DeWitt.
Look at the turret. I love how all these crazy people just talk to themselves. They're just like, I'm a big actor. Basically my Facebook feed.
Just being famous is great.
Ticket puncher. I punch him with tickets. So I can increase the strength of my punches, basically. I can bop harder. But also it takes a chunk out of my health, too. So nope, not wearing it.
I was pretending to be a door, Mr. DeWitt.
Open me. Not that way, nasty. Oh, Santa Cohen.
Of my first play, the Herald said,
A dead whale.
Ow.
Has washed up at the Schubert Theater. And
Make him a dead whale. Oh yeah, Turret, don't shoot him for some reason. Yeah, that makes sense.
Tribune called my first opera as having the effect of canceling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my
Cohen, you're grumpy.
humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans, would these bellyachers take my place? An artist once said, "Oh,
People just randomly show up in this game also. They always tend to go on the way you need to come back from, which is fine.
I
Just waste all my bullets, it's fine.
I'll get more.
This particular clothing option actually does make me more efficient with my bullets, at least temporarily.
What's happened to these people? They don't even seem
I
sane.
killed them, Elizabeth.
First
They're
surprise.
not people anymore, they're
There,
corpses.
it's all down.
Their masks are going crazy.
Frozen frosty. Jockeys
And disappearing.
1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
It would be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle.
I'm an alcoholic, honey.
All we need is the sight of a little sister and all her Adam. They cut a less sympathetic figure.
I always like this world of Rapture, as fucked up as it is. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
It shows a society that obviously would never work because people are naturally combative when they're being pushed back from. Which is something you find out about Columbia as well. In particular, is when it comes to theology. This is more in dealing with economics. As much as Ryan wanted a utopian society where people could make their own merits and own success, he didn't like anyone being more successful than himself. Which it basically turned it from being a selfless idea of having this world for them into a selfish idea of going, this is my wonderland.
Well, the entire idea is selfishness. If you're going to make anything based on selfishness, it's going to be about you.
Yeah. And look, it's back! This is the circus of value, though. It's a little bit different. What I love is in the these particular ones, if you don't buy anything, the machine will be like, I have a family to feed! There's also another machine nearby that we can't even use, but in the original game it was used to change plasmid controls, because you can actually only hold so many plasmids at once. You had to buy more slots to do it.
I love how the instructions said visit Rapture on ice. Like if we're gonna go see a musical on ice.
It is, that's what it is.
Oh, thank God, yes.
I know you're in Rapture, but watch a show about it. It's kind of like the Disney cruise. In fact, this place is about as sanitary as the Disney cruise. Oh, hi.
I'm the leading lady, Mr. Do-It. Actually, I'm every role, Mr. Do-It.
In this particular game, they turned the plasmid changer into a plasmid upgrader, which is pretty nice. If you notice, you can't actually get Bronco. I don't actually get it, but... Possession for less is actually a pretty useful one, because look how much possession it gives me when I switch to it.
It looks like the
A lot
plasma
more.
department is back that way.
What's nice about that is it almost works better than actually having the fire explosive grenades, because you can just have people on your side and save bullets.
There.
Well, I think it doubled it.
Yep. And the only sad thing about difference in people of Columbia and the people of Rapture is if you possess someone in Columbia, after they got out of that, they would kill themselves. Insane people don't do that. They just attack you again.
This song.
Fire! We're actually in the plasmid shop. Would you like some plasmids? You'll get addicted! I want some plasmids.
And get addicted.
It's my favorite song, Mr. Do-It.
Along with this one.
Do you want some plasmids? And get addicted.
With our new guest singer.
You killed a lady, and it was gruesome. Well, I guess that happened.
It's not like I was paying attention. I love the Bucking Bronco song, though. Bucking Bronco. Now, do my fighting for me, lady. Oh, never mind. Oh, well, one down. Again, just save bullets. That's all what it's about. Yeah, there we go. I love creeping up while I'm crouched. Guess you shouldn't have tripped, asshole. Also, this game doesn't do a very good job explaining why you have a shield. Whatever. Actually, you know what? It does, but I won't spoil. I love the Bucking Bronco song. Bucking Bronco.
You'll learn to hate it.
Yeah, you'll learn to hate it, but for now, I like it. We're going all the way here because we need some shock jockey. I love shock jockey. It's only better than fire that Devil's Kiss thing. Screw Devil's Kiss. But look how little you can use that electric ability. Because you'd imagine underwater it'd be pretty OP. That's why I primarily use Possession, because it's actually pretty efficient, unlike the other game. Also, like the other games, you can hack those as well.
He needed somewhere to put Fontaine's button. Why not shut down the competition in the bargain?
But I thought Andrew Ryan was all about free markets and open competition.
All those ideas lose their luster when the quarterly earnings come in and you find the other guys eating your lunch.
Pretty good commentary on the world of business.
Fontaine's dead.
You think there'd be ethics? Alright, time to go see Rapture on Ice.
Starring Elizabeth. As everybody.
I'm a sugar plum fairy. Guess. We want to get in here eventually, because there's more clothes. This area you can also die pretty frequently too, because there's going to be a lot of dudes on the other side of this door. I like the music too. Everywhere has different music and I love it. That ice dude really iced this up place pretty bad. Ooh, look, there's the carbine. I was excited, I was like, yes!
Ready to get shit done.
That's not as good as you think.
Oh. Booker, put on some ice skates, come on.
Son of a bitch! Put on a gas mask.
You turn back and you see Elizabeth with 4 ice skates. 2 in her hands, 2 in her feet.
She's wearing just like the tights and a tutu, but still smoking the cigarette and just looking all frumpy, just...
She's smoking the cigarette while the ice skates on her hand at the same time.
This is really cold, Mr. DeWitt.
Time for the performance.
Nobody gets even as simple as I say so. Anyone comes near that.
So the one way you could try to do this, because this is a multiple strategy level again, is trying to sneak and kill them slowly. That sucks major balls. Because one of the dudes actually shoots ice and will try to freeze you. Plus this guy sees me like automatically. Which ruins that idea. And Elizabeth too.
That's not hiding, Elizabeth.
I'm helping. Look at this wall.
I'm bleeding out of my one boob.
Don't make any crazy moves here, wall.
I'll defeat you in a staring contest, Wall. I'm still winning, Mr. DeWitt.
See, the best area of this is pull a Columbia and use the rails. This is also a good way to save ammunition. So I'll just go up here. And I think I'm just going to shoot him, but I'll just punch him. Punch! Then get back on the rail. Where's someone else to punch?
That's Elizabeth, don't punch her.
Still staring at the wall.
She just wipes her nose and spits out the blood. Nice try. You can't possess him, so that's what I tried to do. I was like, shit. Run! Who am I going to punch right now? You will do just nicely.
Punch!
One for you. This is just a legit strategy. Hit and run. Morning! With my air grabber.
Heavy finger quotes, wink to camera.
While saying eh.
Skybop!
Ba, 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 ba.
Long distance high five!
Oh,
wow.
shit. Iceman! And he's dead.
Still.
And nothing on him. Goddamn.
He's got nothing on
That's
him.
the only thing about these parts is that there's people with very little equipment. Now I should switch to the pistol because I got tons of ammo now. Also, you can't hold that much ammo as these characters. They did that on purpose. Now I'm just looting this area. Don't mind me. Again, it's a good idea to look around.
Mr. DeWitt, the plasmid? Have you forgotten what we came for?
Alright. The excitement is just palpable.
You didn't even give me 5 stars for my performance.
There's a lockpick. You turn around, she's holding it right in your face. Pick it up.
It's in her hand.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Could you just hand it to me? What did I just say?
Drops it, kicks it under the railing.
You don't listen very well, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
Looks like we need to get in here to get this ice power, also known as Old Man Winter.
You didn't have to cut me off, Mr. DeWitt.
My feelings are hurt.
I'm not gonna open that door for you.
Oh, god damn it.
Bitch drank every last bottle of Old Man Winter.
There's like 8 in there.
But they're all empty.
Oh.
I just opened the universe for you.
A new plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but don't.
I'm not sure.
It's called Republican.
What's it called?
Tear.
Where'd you find that?
You
In
don't
my
expect
pants.
a girl to share all her secrets, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
Yes.
Freeze your enemy.
I spilled my milk. Now you're dead. You're my milk now.
Evolve today!
Drink your enemies!
Tommy gun.
Tasty. Old Man Winter's a pretty useful one, admittingly. But again, it's kind of like Shock Shock. It uses a lot of juice. Let's stick to Possession for like 90% of the playthrough. These guys just didn't notice me, so... And I bopped them while crouching the entire time.
Midget bop.
Dick punch.
All right. I know you're the client and all, but I've gone about far enough without a few answers.
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
My purpose here is none of your concern.
Except for it
Consider
entirely
my means
is.
to an end.
Then why do I get the feeling I'm being set up?
I told you I'm in collections. An account is in arrears. My clients simply
Who's
want to
arrear?
see matters set to right.
Don't make any sense. That's
I don't get your
You don't like
expression.
the arrangement? The bathysphere's back that way.
I collect all sorts of things, except lockpicks. Pick it up.
Now you have 5. My collection's complete. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Here's a little place off to the side that you can get to now that you have the freezing power. It's got some stuff. Freeze it! I always like the idea of, and decoys in this part are very useful as well as this ammunition saver. Because even the turrets fall for it. And they don't need to fall for it for that long. Wait a minute, I'm a robot. That guy's still falling for it though. Aw, shit. Yeah, I don't like the burst rounds of the carbine in this one. I like kind of controlling the shooting pace, but whatever. Still better than the pistol. See, now that she's introduced the ability to use tears, now you can actually do it in the game. Now ammunition is a little bit easier to find, which is the trade.
I believe we're coming up on the best thing you can tear.
Yeah, we're getting close. I believe it's in this part, actually. There
he is.
Do it.
This makes no sense! So you can summon a samurai to fight with you. That's a thing, apparently.
Well, I know where Bioshock 3 is taking place.
You know how badass that would be, actually?
He's digging his face in her hair.
It smells like shampoo.
I want Elizabeth to be the main character of Bioshock 3. This one.
There'd be like no character progression because there's just constantly, well, I guess we're going up now.
Look at this, Mr. Me.
Alright, Samurai, you're on the go here. Let's test out your capabilities. Deal with these guys. Come, my minion. We will destroy the world. Go for it. Or get stuck on a glitch and fall off the cliff and die.
Well, so Bioshock 3 is cancelled.
Mr. Booker DeWitto died. I think we got a shotgun. But yes, there's a shotgun in this too.
Mr. DeWitt's son, Senpai, died.
I wish Booker would notice me. Me too.
I wish you would stop noticing me.
Booker, look.
If Sally's not
You made a bridge.
what's she to you? Why risk
I can make a bridge too. Just flips 52 cards in your face.
no explanation.
Pick it up.
After Fontaine went down, Sam stopped. I don't know. The other reason for every stupid thing you've ever done. She started showing up, looking peaked.
From this point on, I shall call you Mr. Bonerface.
How did you lose her?
It's none of
I
your
learned it from a boat. See, you learn from this particular story that the little girl was an orphan and Booker took her in. There's a lot of orphans in this world because if you think about the theology of this particular world, it talks about the worst thing could be charity. What needs more charity than a child? You constantly have to give to them and they don't produce anything. So, children are not exactly viewed favorably in this world.
I'm not going in there.
Not until you pull that lever. I'll Indiana Jones it. In the next part, we...
Elizabeth, you're still a peach, even though you have no emotions.
I've just ripened a little, that's all.
You know, now that you pointed out, Rapture, even more than just ideologically and all the shit that goes down with the splicers, it was doomed to fail at some point because if they look down on children, one more generation, everyone in Rapture is gone because who's going to carry it on for another generation?
Well, there is a point in the game where you actually see kind of a child development center. But with any, you know, in this particular utopian society, he went through the effort in inviting people that have already had a track record of success and wanting more. Not everyone's guaranteed to have that standpoint, even if they're taught that way, just because there's something inside of them that affects whether they're intelligent or dumb or able and things like that, despite, you know, nature versus nurture, which always has an effect. But there's going to naturally be children that don't fit the mold of the future generation of Rapture, and they basically get abandoned or killed or sold off to slavery, whatever horrible thing you might think of. It's also doomed to fail because any kind of, if you think of the nature of mankind, you know, if you push people to become successful, you're naturally, to be more successful than your friend, you're going to work harder than them or even try to sabotage them, which only causes conflict, which is what happened to this world. Andrew Ryan could not accept anyone being better than him. I mean, his idea of just like Comstock, his idea originally wasn't fundamentally wrong. It just became wrong later when it actually came to conception of this idea.
Also, wasn't Rapture made on a volcanic vent?
Yes, that's what provides them energy. It also gives you the sense that, you know, especially when you trap people in a aquarium, because these people can't leave. They're in the middle of the Atlantic, so they're not going anywhere. Kind of pushes people to kind of lose their minds, along with genetic manipulation via sea slug. By the way, sea slugs are what allows people to have Adam. That's what they learned. And what the little sisters are, the sea slugs are actually inside of them, which is kind of an eerie thought. But yeah, next part, we'll kind of find out the mystery of where Sally is and how Booker and Elizabeth are all kind of tied in it together. So we'll see you on the next one. Straw Hat, no. Better pick it up.